And when I looked at the rainbow, I was like, there is no shade of brown in it.
There isn't. There isn't.
You know, I think there's orange in rainbow, but I don't see a brownish rainbow.
Yeah, no, interesting you point that out.
So you're like,
not.
so you're like, okay, let's talk about the rainbow community, the LGBTQI people out there, and let's talk about the people who are brown, and just call it Under the Brown Rainbow.
I love that.
Ooh, apple.
Oh my God, I saw your video of that. The apple dance.
I can't stop doing it. It is
that
stuck.
song.
Honestly,
So funny.
we love Vicky.
Yeah.
He's a nice man.
Very
Plus he's
good
married
guy.
to Katrina Kaif, so what
You
more
know,
can you want?
it's okay. It's gonna be a time where Katrina's not gonna be there with him.
Ooh, tea.
I'm just saying. I'm just wishing. I think I'm pretty sure everyone.
wishing for
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Don't Talk Back podcast. My name is Renesh and we're joined by Kashif Harrison, a former Indian Link presenter, model, and host of the Under the Rainbow podcast. Welcome, Kashif. How are you today?
I am totally fine. Can I just say this feels so awkward though?
Why is that?
After interviewing people for such a long time, being interviewed is like
Giving you imposter
weird.
Is it giving you imposter syndrome?
It is actually, and I'm like, how do people do this?
Yeah,
and
no,
it's just so
especially
weird.
Are you out of like practice or?
Well, see, I feel with Under the Brown Rainbow, the podcast,
yeah.
I've started interviewing people again, but I think I was out of practice since 2020.
At the beginning of COVID?
Yeah. That is when I
Right.
parted ways with radio
Must have
or
been hard,
anything,
yeah.
broadcasty.
Yeah.
Because I was so scared. I was like, what's that model's name? She's really Naomi Campbell.
Oh, yeah.
I was the Naomi Campbell of Australia, wearing hazmat suits and stuff like that on the train while going to work. Don't touch me. Crazy. Yeah.
Really?
I lived that life.
Fair enough.
Stop, that's so dystopian. Like, just imagine, were you like in the train by yourself or were there others?
I was the only person with a lot of hazmat
Oh
suit
my God,
stuff.
stop.
Yeah,
Everything covered. And I remember I'm still working for an education firm.
Yeah.
And they were so not aware of this whole thing, or they were kind of thinking it's a myth and everything, and they were just thinking you're just too dramatic. And I remember they started touching me just to, make me feel a bit, it's okay. And I was so
Like,
mad.
no, it's not. Do not
I was
touch
so
me.
mad. I was like, what would Naomi do?
Literally, she would smack the shit out of them.
That's exactly what I was going to do, but I didn't.
Oh, so you were going to say that's exactly what I did. And I was like, you go. But tell us more about your podcast, Under the Rainbow. You've recently started that with Trikone, Australia.
Yes.
And tell us what that's about. I mean, you're targeting the South Asian queer sort of audience. So tell us more about that and how that's been so far.
So the name of the podcast is Under the Brown Rainbow.
Yeah. Oh, yes, sorry, Under the Brown Rainbow. Yes, I apologize.
And it's interesting because I feel when we started talking about this show, it was all about talking about South Asian queer people, which I feel no one does. Because I'm a firm believer of listening to podcasts. I feel like everyone is now.
Yeah.
So when you do that, you hardly get anything South Asian, which is really taboo-like.
It is,
you
yeah.
know?
Especially in a conservative sort of community.
Exactly.
People tend to stay away from that topic. It's like,
Yes.
yeah, we'll brush it under the carpet. We won't talk about that.
We won't talk
It's
about-
like, why? It's normal.
True. We won't talk about lesbians. We won't talk about trans people. We won't
Yeah.
talk about gay people who are brown parents and stuff. So I was like, I think I need this. I need this in my life. This is my purpose. And during that time, I was kind of, juggling around my personal journey as well of finally admitting that, hey, I'm queer. I'm not going anywhere. So I think this was the perfect time for me to tell these stories out. And when I looked at the rainbow, I was like, there is no shade of brown in it.
There isn't. There isn't.
I think there's orange in rainbow, but I don't see a brownish
No.
rainbow.
Yeah, no, interesting you point that out.
So you're like,
not.
okay, let's talk about the rainbow community, the LGBTQI people out there, and let's talk about the people who are brown, and just call it Under the Brown Rainbow.
I love that. I love that. So you've started producing it now?
Yes, and funny thing, I don't know, takes ages to produce a podcast on your own.
It does.
2
Takes
years.
a lot out of you, doesn't
Oh,
it?
so many times I was giving up on life. Why am I doing this?
I know.
Seriously, why am I doing this?
We've been there. We've been there. We're right there with you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a long, hard journey, eh?
Yeah,
Wow.
we started in June, and even before that, it was months of planning. I'm sure it's been the same with you. Like, it takes a long time to plan all this stuff, pitch it to someone, and like I'm sure you would have had to pitch it to Trikone Australia. It's a whole process.
It's a whole process, and especially when you're giving your mindset to someone else to come on board as a producer.
Oh yeah.
Oof. So this started like 2021.
Oh,
Yes.
the whole process started that long ago.
It's that long. It's kind of a unreleased film
Yeah.
that was shot in the 2000s, which is coming out now.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of those. But the
So what
interviews are
took
pretty
so long?
recent.
What took so long?
I think the planning of it.
Okay.
I don't think, because I've never done anything like a podcast.
Yeah.
And Trikone never did anything like this. And back then, when we started in 2021, things were pretty new. We didn't have studios. We didn't know, what equipment we need.
Yeah.
It was not a bit.
The logistics of it take a while.
It did, yeah. And also, we didn't know how to go on Apple and everything. So
yeah.
it's just like, it's a whole thing. So figuring that out took some time. And then obviously, Trikone's been busy with a lot of things. And
Yeah, they've been doing a lot as well.
Yeah. And then I started doing a play with them. And then I was just booked for a whole year.
Oh.
And then after that, once it was done, I was just traumatized.
I can imagine. You've just been going at it for that long.
I know. And then I did another show with them, and then I was traumatized again.
Too much trauma.
I don't, yeah, too much trauma. I don't gel well with this whole dance and show kind of thing. It's too much work.
Yeah.
Like even at weddings, when you're given to let's do a dance, I'm just like, I'll do one, but that's it. And then people come to be like, come on the dance floor, come on the dance. I'm just like, no thanks. It's a lot of pressure, like whether it's prepared or impromptu. Doing dances and singing, did you have to sing as well?
No, just
Okay.
dancing, dialogues.
Okay. All right, that's good. Because I was like, if you put singing in there, that's like you're signing up for something you don't want.
And honestly, can I just say, making YouTube videos or making podcast content or stuff like this is so good. I feel in a way rewarding.
It is.
But when you do something on the stage, especially when you're not an actor, you're just kind of winging it.
Yeah.
Oof, the imposter syndrome is so hard.
Wow.
It comes in so strong.
Yeah.
And then you're like, why did I do this to myself? Why am I my own villain? Why do I want to kill myself? So it's just like, yeah.
But you think there's not much of it. People would think there's not much of a difference between being a radio host and a podcast host. So have you noticed much of a difference other than having a camera at you? Has there been much of a difference you've noticed in terms of the both?
I think there's one big difference that I've noticed is that when you're doing radio, it's pretty much live.
Yeah.
Because, even in Indie Link Radio, we used to do all live interviews.
Oh.
And it was like, yeah, come to the studio. We're having a show. So if my show is like that, let's say Saturday 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., I would have guests over, and then they'll wait downstairs, and then I'll go in my break, tick, 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 get them up, get them, hi, hello, let's go.
Wow.
So it was like, let's do this.
Really intense.
Very intense. And then on air, if it happens, something happens, it happens.
Just gotta roll with it.
You're just got to roll with it. So I think that is different in a podcast environment because you're in control. I love it.
Yeah.
Doing some post work because I do all the post work myself.
Oh, the post-production, like the editing
Oh,
and all of that.
yes.
Did you have to learn that?
I had to learn that. And I would say YouTube is the best learner ever.
Yeah.
Everything, YouTube it. And
You can.
You can.
And there's so many simple tutorials on there.
Very simple. And I was like,
helpful.
why was I not aware of all this stuff? And I'm a very tech person. I love my gadgets. I love my gadgets. I love, challenging myself technology wise.
Oh, that's good.
So it was kind of fun. And then I started doing these versions. And the thing is this, that if you do your own podcast and then you kind of edit on your own, there's a perfectionist.
There is, because you have a vision for it.
Yes.
And it's when you go to explain to someone else, it's even harder because they're just not going to understand. And so you're like, no, I'll just do it by myself.
Yes. And then when you do it by yourself, you're like, maybe I don't like this. Maybe I don't like this. How many versions? I mean, I've done final, finale. This is how my files are named, by the way. It's so weird, honestly.
Final 1, final 2, final 3.
And then finale. That's the last one for me. And then even then when it's uploaded finally, I'm like, maybe this was not the right.
Maybe we could have done better.
That is
What
so
more
weird.
could we have
I'm
done?
trying to get away from it.
Yeah, it's so hard,
hard.
like, to take yourself out of it because you just want it to do well and you want it to be seen in a way. And yeah, no, I completely get where you're coming from. It's very intense having your own podcast. But I saw a reel from your first episode, and is it a group review? Is there 4
Yes.
people doing it together? So are they going to be regulars on the show, or is it just like as a guest?
So the first episode was the Trikone team. So the
Okay.
group of people were the directors of Trikone Australia.
Oh, okay, yep.
So we had them on for the first episode, just trying to explain what Trikone is and what they kind of want to do, bring the community together, and how they actually do that. That was the whole episode. But no, so it's just going to be me and someone new. Every episode is someone new. Like in second episode, we have Dads of Meenakshi.
Oh, I love them.
They are
They're
adorable.
So sweet. Their daughter's really cute as well.
Oh my god, yes, and they're living in Switzerland, which is my dream.
What?
Living
They
in
moved?
Switzerland, yes. So they moved from Australia to Switzerland,
Oh, wow.
and now they're living my dream. Yes, I know.
Imagine living the whole DDLJ life.
It's exactly that. Yash Chopra. If you are a Yash Chopra fan, and if you're brown,
Yeah.
Switzerland is your place.
Switzerland, I think there's a statue of Yash Chopra
Yes.
in Switzerland as well.
Yes.
Oh
I
my
want a
God.
cottage. I want a mountain. I
Literally.
want my dogs there.
Yeah.
And I want technology and maybe a gym too. That's all.
Gym. Are you big on gym?
Yeah.
Oh,
Can't you tell?
can't relate. No, I can't relate. I mean, I do like to go to the gym, but like not as often as I should.
I mean, honestly, you know what? Everyone has their own journey, I feel. Like my partner doesn't, he goes to the gym, but for him, gym is just like staying in shape.
Right.
Whereas for me, it's like the whole shebang.
So you
Like
do like
the bulking,
the whole
the
body?
cutting. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm like Olympics, Mr. Olympics and all that stuff. Honestly, if I was not doing anything else,
Yeah.
I would definitely be a bodybuilder.
Wow.
Wow.
But I
Tell
can't.
us your favorite exercise then. Favorite exercise. 'Cause I have one. I feel like it's the most basic answer, but like the one where you like lift the thing up with your, what's it called? Leg press?
How is it?
It's like you have to go in like a
Yeah, it's a leg
crouching
press. Yeah,
position
yeah.
and you have to push the thing back.
Oh,
forward.
yeah, that's a leg press.
Yeah, I
That's a
can
leg
like
press.
max out on that.
Wow.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
That's
But I can only do 5 if I max out.
Hey, that's good. I feel like I love deadlift.
Or how much
If
can you
done.
lift?
Ooh. See, I think how much I've had lifted.
Mine's 10.
No, well, well, I think I've done 80.
Wow.
Are you kidding?
yeah.
Wow.
But that's when you're like maxing it. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean? And that's when you're zoning and bulking and all that stuff. I don't do it on a daily basis because, I'm like literally close to 40 now.
Yeah.
My bones are like retiring. So I can't.
the vitamin C is like going out.
It's
Is it
gone.
vitamin C or vitamin D?
Vitamin D.
Yeah, vitamin D is
Although,
going out.
no matter how many tablets I have, it's
doesn't
going
go
out of the
up.
door.
It doesn't go up. How many tablets can you have? Like every time I have a blood test, my doctor's like, you need to up the tablets. And I'm just like, I'm already having 3. What more should I do?
I can't.
Just freaking sit in the sun for the rest of my life.
This is me every morning. Like I have this whole pill jar. I don't know if you know one of those.
Yeah, with the
Sun-
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Yeah.
Thursday, I have that as well.
It is so embarrassing, and there I am eating it day by day. Every day.
Yeah.
It is just
I'm the
that's my
same.
life. That's my life.
My mum was going to be watching and she was like, you freaking liar, because that box belongs to my parents.
Oh.
And yeah, no, I'm really bad with taking my tablets, so I should probably get a box of my own. Because there's so many tablets I need to have. Like, I'm low on iron. Because I feel like as a brown person, I feel like a lot of brown people are just low on iron.
They're low on everything, bro. Like everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Omega. What is that? Omega 3.
Yeah, or like fish oil.
We have to have that. We have to have the vitamin D because clearly we can't get more sun.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
Thanks.
Thanks, brown people.
Melanin.
And what else? Zinc, magnesium.
Yeah, magnesium. And also, okay, let me tell you, brown people are also obsessed with toilets, like going to the bathroom, like keeping your stomach clean. Like the whole Piku movie could not have been more accurate.
Oh, for sure. I'm all up for it. A
Yeah.
good bowel movement.
Literally.
Fair enough. Whoops.
Renesh can't relate.
Yep.
But like apparently magnesium is really good for that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So if you have magnesium, you're set.
Yeah.
One take and you're done.
Oh, I thought fiber helps with that, doesn't it?
No, fiber does help with that, but if you don't have natural fiber in your diet, I think magnesium really helps with that.
Fair enough. Or laxatives. Like that's also another.
That's like a last thing though. Like imagine just having to sit on the pot for the full day.
That would be. Yeah,
I am like against laxatives. Like no, thank you.
Exactly.
You get like laxative chocolates nowadays. I'm just like, do not ruin chocolates for me, please.
No, you can't do that. And if you are having troubles, dal.
No, yeah.
You can't go wrong with
You
dal.
can't go wrong with dal.
The
If you're
dal
having dal in your
for days.
if you are having dal in your diet, bro, you're having good bowel movements.
Oh, okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Do you skip legs?
Oh yeah,
How often?
you can tell.
I mean, because I stopped doing legs a long time ago. Like I started the gym after high school, which is like 3 years ago, and I stopped doing legs because I'm very injury prone.
Yeah.
And I play sports, like cricket, soccer, touch footy, and I feel like if I screw something up with my legs in the gym, I'm going to screw something up for everything, and I'm terrified. So I just stick to like push and pull. What's your split like? Gym split?
So my split is like push and pull. I don't do push or pull.
Right.
So let's say if I go 4 days a week, so it's push pull.
Yeah. That's
And
yeah.
then the 5th day or the 6th day, I rest or do cardio.
Okay.
Sort of, if I feel like it. Otherwise, I'm skipping cardio these days.
So how do you get your cardio? Is it through treadmill or going for walks?
I
or?
think it's more walking, but also cycling for me. Indoor cycling is the
Oh, yeah.
best cardio for me, I feel. Because you don't have to push. And I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I've
fair enough,
understood that very later on in life, that, you know, in cardio, you don't really have to go crazy. Because especially for my body type, which is
Yeah.
skinny fat.
Yeah.
So if I push too much, I literally lose muscle.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So I just try to make sure that I do a little bit of cardio every now and then, cycling. So like right now we're getting summer ready. So I have to
Gotta have the summer bod.
gotta have the summer bod.
Exactly.
But I'm
that's
also
true.
very sick because October, November is the worst month for me every year. I really get sick during that time.
Oh, really? Is it because of change of season?
It is very change of season,
Yeah.
and it's been really bad this year.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
So I've been bulking the whole year, and come October, November, everything is gone
off, yeah.
because I'm
no.
sick. So when I do like summer, I'm literally lean again, like
That's
skinny,
fair, yeah.
lean.
So with my routine is like, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. So every time I go to the gym, I have the same routine. So I do like 20 minutes like treadmill, and then I do legs, and I do arms, then I do core workout, then I go Stairmaster for like 10 minutes to finish off, and then I'm pretty dead by the end of it. So I feel like I'm doing something
all in
wrong.
one session?
Yeah,
Wow, how
That's
long is that session?
Yeah, how long is
like
that?
I try to do an hour.
An hour? Or fitting all that in an hour?
Yeah, because I don't do that many reps.
Yeah, right. You don't
I feel
split
like
that
I'm
up?
doing something wrong because
Maybe,
I'm
maybe
like
you should
dead.
split it
Split
up.
that
Maybe,
up,
yeah,
girl.
definitely.
But like, this how okay? If I wanted to do, say you guys say leg day. So what's included in leg day other than like leg press?
Well,
you can
okay.
do dumbbell squats. Not dumbbell squats, sorry. Barbell squats.
What's
Yeah.
included in legs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's you working the legs.
Not your core.
No.
No
You
wonder.
can do the
No wonder. I'm
calf
like
raises.
a freaking. I feel like I'm freaking jelly by the time I get home. Like I get off the treadmill and I can't walk. You guys have that, right? Or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we
I
do.
can't do like cardio on a machine. I have to
Oh,
do
you have
outside.
to like go outside.
As in, like, if I'm gonna do a walk, I'd rather do a walk outside than on a treadmill. Like, go for a run
Fair
outside.
enough.
I can't. I get too bored.
Same
Then
here.
I'm just like, oh, I can just stop this and just like move on. But if I'm like halfway away from my car, I have to get back to my car somehow, right? Or I have to
Yeah.
get home somehow, so I have to walk it. But if I'm sitting there on the treadmill, I'm like, oh, I can just press stop and just go home. But if I'm like, you know, at a park and my car is 2 kilometers away, I have to get to my car or get home somehow. That's my logic.
That's a good logic.
wow.
But yeah, you need to split.
I do need to split.
definitely
I
have to
do
split it,
need
yeah.
to split.
What advice did you give?
Yeah, give me some advice.
Well, okay.
I'd love some.
You know, yeah. I mean, that's what I'm working on next. So that's a good
Ooh,
idea.
becoming a gym trainer.
No, but yeah, somewhat, because I think I have that calling as well.
Yeah.
See, I would definitely suggest if you just even do 2 or 3 exercises and just split them. So if you're doing arms, do biceps and triceps together.
Yeah.
Okay.
And start with triceps rather than biceps.
What are biceps and triceps?
Biceps are here.
Biceps is
triceps
this?
Yes, triceps are here.
Oh, triceps is the back.
Yeah,
Because if you work everything in one day, it's the same as working nothing. 'Cause
Exactly.
You're not actually
Really?
working on
and
anything.
you're
I'm not
really
doing
not targeting
anything.
anything.
Yeah. If you target like
No wonder.
your triceps let's say like if you target your bicep one day and just do maybe 5 exercises dedicated to your bicep in one day, it's better than doing one exercise dedicated to each different body
That
part.
makes sense.
Because then you're actually growing it rather than because you have to work different parts of the actual. It's not just one big muscle.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
different parts of it, right?
Right.
I'm sure Kashif can like help you out.
Well,
like,
he
tell
should
me
actually.
more. I mean, no, because I
doing
didn't
better
know that
advices than
because
me now, right?
because
Bro.
yeah, like my brother, he's pretty like big into gym and stuff, and like
Yes.
he went to gym way before I did. He's like 3 years older than me, and like when I first started going, I realized how much I didn't know what I was doing till I was told what to do. Because I used to think that this was just a massive muscle and that any little thing would just work it out. But then I realized there's like different parts of it.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, I just thought it was the arm. Just the arm.
yeah, like if you do like your research, you'll definitely
Tricep,
Yeah.
bicep. Okay.
like you'll definitely
So
helps
this
out.
exercise works which one? The one where you have to like
It's more
lift
biceps.
up the weight.
Biceps,
It actually is your more
Ah, okay.
front.
And then for the bicep is tricep.
Tricep
yeah.
is more this.
Cool downs.
And anything this.
You know, I don't do that much.
And anything this.
Oh, like the rope pulling.
Yeah.
The rope pulling.
Oh, okay.
So if you do
Down,
rope
not
pulling
up,
like
yeah.
this, it's
Yeah.
biceps.
Yeah.
Biceps, yeah.
and
But if you're
do
doing
like
this, no, down.
Yeah, oh, down.
Down is
So
triceps.
up to down,
Yeah.
that's triceps.
That's what we mean push and pull.
Oh, okay.
Because if you're doing chest, you're pushing.
Yeah, yeah,
If
yeah.
you're doing like what? Like your biceps. You're
Yeah.
pulling. Yeah.
Wow, I feel so educated
push,
right now.
pull.
I'll keep
It's
you
all
guys
about research.
updated.
It's all about research.
I'll
It
keep you guys
is.
updated. I'll try it out today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and-
give it a
Do
go.
it. But so I can still do cardio to
course.
start and finish.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like if you're doing cardio at the start, do it just for like a little bit, just to warm up your body.
Okay, not like 20
Yeah,
minutes.
because technically you're during your workout, you're literally just losing a lot of calories.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then once you do a cardio at the end, it's just that giving that last push.
in COVID, I tried doing Pilates and I just didn't think I was getting anything done because it gets your heart rate up, but you don't really feel like you're going anywhere. And I have this very stereotypical like Indian perception of gym, like you can only lose weight by doing cardio, which is it's so wrong,
Which is
isn't
wrong.
it?
Actually, it's more diet.
Yeah,
cardio.
it's like 70% diet
Yeah.
and 30% gym. Because if you're not gonna have so much to burn off, you'll be fine in the first place anyway.
But
So-
cardio is a big factor. Like my uncle, he was never fat, but he like had a bit of weight on him, and he would do something as simple as walk around the house, and that like
did
you
it
would-
for him?
Yeah, like I mean, you think it's stupid hearing, oh, I walk around the house doing it, but then
That's getting steps in.
you see, yeah, exactly, you see the results, and you're like, whoa, like
So how long would he walk?
I don't know exactly. This is a while ago, but it definitely helped. Obviously, with diet and all that added,
Wow.
it definitely helped. But just like going, like doing things like walking outside, taking a walk with your mates or your dog or cat or raccoon or whatever. You know what I mean? Like you're like anything.
Okay,
will
let's
do.
talk about that. Let's
Raccoon.
unpack
Let's talk
that.
the raccoon. What's the
unpack
raccoon's name?
What's the raccoon's
Raccoon.
name? And who's walking the raccoon?
Yeah.
And which leash?
Um,
I've got questions.
I watched a movie when I was a kid called Over the Hedge. I don't know if any of you have seen
What?
it. There's a raccoon in that called
Yeah,
RJ.
I think I remember it.
If I had a pet raccoon, I would name it RJ.
RJ.
RJ. R
RJ.
and J. Not RJ. Yeah. RJ. No, that would be
Like,
a bit
I was like,
too-
that's my friend's
RJ.
name.
Ajay the
You be
raccoon.
watching this.
Yeah.
RJ.
Wow.
Hey.
RJ, yeah.
Are you?
Okay.
Wait, are you being for real? A raccoon?
No, I'm saying if I had a pet raccoon.
Oh, okay,
No,
if
I
you
just
had a
like, I don't know why I said raccoon. That was just,
I mean, raccoons are pretty much clever, you know?
yeah, they
They're
are.
very clever.
Yeah, but they're very feral. I
Yeah.
don't think they can be. I don't think they can be domesticated from
No,
my
I,
knowledge.
I
At
wouldn't.
all.
I wouldn't even choose to domesticate them. Like, why? But I was gonna ask something. A question I had. I see in like Indian movies and Bollywood movies, there's like all these aunties and they're on this machine that like moves them like this. Does that even do anything? Like you can just see them going like this on the freaking
You're
machine.
moving. Movement
But,
is
like-
Yeah.
key.
You're kind of burning fat, you know? You're
No,
kind
we're
of
doing
sweating.
just that.
Yeah.
Of course.
Wow.
Even those, I don't know if you guys have ever seen that kind of, it vibrates your body. Like you
Yeah, I've seen it.
you
I think
know,
you step on it,
Oh,
just
yeah,
like
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
It is
yeah,
so
yeah.
weird, but it kind of works.
It does.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, one of our family friends had it a long time ago, I think in the early 2000s. and they tied like the belly dancing belts.
Oh, I've seen a video.
I've seen
Yeah,
that.
like because they were Lebanese and they had the belly dancing, the one with the coins on the side.
Yeah, yeah.
They tied it around their dad's like hip, and he was just like,
That is so real.
core memory.
Do you like dance?
I love dancing.
Yeah, Zumba could be a Bollywood dance. That's a good form of exercise, I guess.
Yeah.
Because you don't need to like exclusively go to the gym to meet your goals. You can do anything.
Yeah, no, I do like dancing, but like Bollywood dancing, not
Yeah, you
not
can
Zumba.
find classes for that.
There's Bollywood Zumba?
Of course.
Well,
Zumba,
or
yeah.
just a Bollywood dance class.
Yoga is a good thing. Yeah. I really want to start yoga actually.
Really?
Because I've heard
I
that
don't have the patience for yoga.
people who do yoga, it relaxes their muscles and like it like makes their body more able to withstand, like it prevents injuries and stuff, and I'm really like all for that because I'm very injury prone. And I'm really scared that when I'm
Injury prone as in what? Like how do you get
like I've had I have a knee issue currently. I broke my leg a while ago doing my ankle. Like I'm just like terrified about that stuff because like my body's really tight because obviously when you go to the gym, as you'd know, your muscles start to get really tight because you get tired and stuff like that. So like when you just loosen it up, it does help with.
But are you injury prone or are you injury prone? You know,
Yeah, up
thinking
here.
about it. Is it a trauma?
No, it's not necessarily trauma. I would say it's more just like because my dad's pretty injury prone. Like he did both of his ACLs at the same time, and he continued working out. I don't know how in the world he did that, but like
That's crazy.
yeah,
That is.
like I've had a couple of knee issues and stuff like that. But I don't want to be like 40 years old and being like, oh, I have to quit sport because I'm injury prone. I want to like keep going as long as possible. Yeah, that's my mantra. That's my goal.
I
guess,
feel
at the
you.
end of the day.
I feel you. My dad is very injury prone.
No, is he? Yeah.
Yes. In my family, I feel like I'm the most athletic
Yeah.
Yeah.
in
right.
my ancestors and the ancestors before them and the ancestors before them.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, so I think that's very interesting.
Because Indians don't have many. The genetics for
Oof.
gym and stuff is
I
very
don't think,
even.
yeah, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why when I see Hrithik Roshan and stuff, I'm like, how in the world? Because this guy like put on
True.
muscle very easily, but he also puts on fat very easily as well.
He does.
He does.
I've heard,
He
yeah.
does.
That's a very Indian thing. I'm sure.
Like
Heard-
even Amir Khan, like he
Yeah.
went from 6 packs to overweight to 6 packs again, and I was like,
How do you do
What?
that?
it's it's a maintenance. It's a really tough thing.
yeah, but like, why put your body through that so many times? Like, isn't that doing more damage?
Well, it's kind of known as a dirty bulk,
Yeah.
Oh,
you know, where you eat everything and anything just to put on size. And then you work out because basically most of your fat muscles,
Yeah.
fat will turn into muscles. And that's the idea behind this.
oh wow.
So if you're doing a dirty bulk
yeah,
and then you are trying to cut it down, you end up gaining a bit more size for men.
And I've heard that when
Wow.
you get like 6 pack, like let's say I were to lose all my muscle tomorrow, if I were to work out 2 months later, it would all like come back much quicker than if I
Because
because
muscle
like
memory.
muscle memory,
Muscle
exactly.
memory,
Yeah, that's a big
yeah.
factor. So like people like Amir Khan, Hrithik Roshan, it's definitely harder for them. Sorry, not hard. Not hard. It's hard for them, but they've done it before. The body knows what it's like to do that, so they kind of just like, and obviously they have trainers and dietitians,
Yeah.
and they probably take steroids and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're pretty aged. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well, that brings us to the rapid fire segment. It's a little Karan Johar inspired one. It's like a rapid fire round, but we've called it the Talk Fast segment in line with our Don't Talk Back podcast tagline. So essentially the same rules. We're gonna throw questions at you, and you got to
Yeah.
answer as quick as you can with the first thing that comes to your mind.
All right.
But we don't have a hamper, so you're just gonna get.
I am so...
Yeah.
No, I can't do this.
No.
Where is that?
I mean, you'll get our love and appreciation. So I think that should
That
do
should-
it.
okay,
That should
fine. I'll do
What
it.
you
I'll
reckon?
do it.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
your favorite TikTok trend at the moment or ever?
Ooh, Apple.
Oh my god, I saw your video of that.
going.
The apple dance.
I
That's
can't
stuck
stop
in my
doing
head,
it. It is
that
stuck.
song.
Honestly,
So funny.
best.
What is that? I don't know.
It's the apple
Tik-
dance.
So it's Charlie XCX.
XCX?
Oh, yeah.
XCX.
I think she's also
Yes.
part Indian.
Is she?
I think so.
No way.
I fully
Seriously?
think she's part Indian.
Yeah, right.
Like she has some South Asian heritage.
I know Samantha Jade is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But
she is.
she
Is she
is.
Aboriginal?
No,
Or is that
no.
Jessica?
I
Mel-
can't.
well,
That's Jessica
That's
Malboy for
Jessica
sure. She's
Malboy.
definitely Aboriginal.
But yeah, that's interesting.
Oh.
So, anyways, that's so the trend is you know, the hook step
Yeah.
for Apple.
Yeah, right. Fair enough.
The dance, the choreography is called the Apple Dance. And
Oh my
it's really
god,
fun.
the guy from Monsters just did it, and he just got heaps of backlash.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because he was doing this for his series.
Yeah.
And in that, there was a scene where he was resurrected or something like that. And
That's so
then
off-brand.
That is so off-brand. And then he did the Apple's trend while doing the Last Supper. It was pretty cringe.
That's gotta have gotten.
But I can't
cancelled.
stop watching it.
What, the Monsters or the Apple Dance?
The Apple Dance.
Oh, the Apple
that he
Dance,
did
yeah.
behind the scenes
Oh,
for a different show.
Okay.
But yeah.
We'll move on to the next question. What's a Gen Z word you've been using recently, and what's your favorite Bollywood dialogue?
Club.
What's club?
Club.
Oh, in
You
the
know?
club, we all fam.
What? In the club, we all fam.
In the club, we're all family. Are you racist?
Boom! And that's a good teaser.
I have absolutely no idea what any of you are talking
See,
about.
you don't know our Gen Z lingo, bro.
I hear these things, but I always not look down on people that use these words. I'm just like,
Why would you
really?
look down on them?
No, not look down. I'm just like, really, like, can you not just use English? Like,
It is English.
It is English. And you know, funny that it didn't even come this year, but it was way
From
back.
New Girl. It's from New Girl. I used to love that. I love that show.
Way back then, and now
yeah,
it's all over
it's all
Instagram,
trendy
and
now.
now everyone's not calling a club. It's
yeah,
a club.
club. In the club, we all
Fair enough.
family.
Yeah.
if you catch me using those words, then just like, you know,
Boom.
get a gun and just shoot me.
He
in the
hates
head
it every
right
time I say slay as well. Like he literally
there.
glares
I
at me.
visibly cringe when I hear someone saying that. I can't take that.
That's why I say it to him
We
every
won't
time.
slay.
Yeah, literally.
I had the exact same reaction. Visual disgust. So name one current and old fashion trend that you'd want to get rid of forever.
Ooh, current and old. I think. Okay, so I think faded jeans. I can't. The fade has to go. And
like
I
skinny
feel like,
jeans?
yeah, like, and skinny jeans. Yeah, I think it's more about the loose now. You know, you wear the loose, let it go.
Yeah,
Kind of
be
fashion.
comfortable.
Be comfortable. I think that's a good trend that I love.
I only have skinny jeans. And my
See, that's got to go.
Get out.
my brother tells me that he's like, everyone laughs at people who wear skinny jeans and faded jeans. I'm like, really? I never, because I don't like cargos. Something about it just doesn't.
It's, you know, cargos, just like loose fit jeans. So it's basically fit on the waist and then
and
loose.
then just loose. For it.
So it's kind of really,
Yeah.
it kind of gives a good body.
It is.
And then you
yeah.
can wear tight singlets or tight tank tops on top.
Ooh.
True.
We're
Right.
kind of
Nice
creating
look.
a look here.
Yeah, I love a man that can dress well. I'm a sucker for like good fashion sense. I cannot stand guys like you do, but like there's some guys who don't know what a moisturizer is and they just wear thongs out.
Oh, that's another trick that I want to cut out, okay? Socks with thongs on. You know?
yuck,
And that too,
yuck.
flip-flops, is it?
Slides.
Slides. Oh my God, yes. See, I don't
Yuck.
even know them.
Yuck.
Slides,
Do
socks
better.
and slides.
Just do better.
Do better.
But while we're still on style, who would you say is your style icon and who do you think desperately needs a makeover? Can be anyone. Bollywood, Hollywood, somebody you know.
One of us.
That'd probably be you. You need
All
help.
right, can I
Skinny
just say,
jeans
all right,
owner.
someone who has to go and stop doing what they're doing is Orphe. That girl
Orphe
on
Jo-
Instagram.
yes.
Oh my God, I think I literally saw a video where she was wearing a cloth. She was wearing a dress, but then there was another dress with hangers. It was just so weird. It was just like, listen, this gotta go. I mean, okay, listen, Lady Gaga can Lady Gaga everything.
she's
you
Lady
know, she's
Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
Fair enough.
And in Disease, the new video, she's done a phenomenal job. But come on, Orphe.
You think she's trying too hard?
She's trying too hard.
Now she's trying too hard. Before I was like, all right, but now it's just too much.
What about Ranveer Singh? Do you like his fashion? I'm not a big fan of his fashion sense. Like
I
see
think
these
no,
award
he
shows.
does too busy stuff.
He does.
Yeah.
He'll have like matching cord sets that are like multicolored, and I'm just like, it's nice, but you can't pull it off.
You can't pull it off, and I feel like if I would say someone who's trendy these days, I probably would say Vicky Kaushal is a bit
Yeah.
trendy.
Yeah, that's
You know,
I like
he
his-
knows his
yeah.
style.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does. Yeah.
As basic or as
His brother's really good as well.
Sunny,
has
yeah.
really good fashion sense as well.
yes.
I'm gonna say this. I saw a video the other day of Vicky Kaushal and Ranbir Kapoor in the airport.
Yeah.
The only one time I've thought cargos look good on someone is when he was wearing it. Vicky.
Vicky, yeah.
Maybe that's probably just the top as well. He looked
No,
good in general. Good looking guy.
he can pull stuff off. He's
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
got
Vicky
good
can pull
fashion
stuff
sense.
off.
Yeah.
we love Vicky.
Yeah.
He's a nice man.
Very
Plus, he's
good
married
guy.
to Katrina Kaif, so what
You
more
know,
can you want?
it's okay. Katrina's it's going to be a time where Katrina's not going to be there with him.
Whoa.
Ooh, tea.
I'm just saying. I'm just wishing. I think I'm pretty sure everyone
wishing for it.
Ah.
I'm just
I
saying
thought
karma will get her. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I thought you had like some tea, and I was like spill. Come on.
I'm
spill
just
tea.
thinking. Well, although they're lovely, I just
Yeah.
love them. No hate, Vicky. We love.
Yeah.
We love. We love.
Vicky's
that
watching this
couple.
one.
Yeah, Vicky is. If Vicky Kaushal was watching this podcast, I would quite literally jump off a cliff. That doesn't get better than that.
Bro, he needs to. If he's watching, he needs to comment Toba Toba.
He does. I was so over that song by like one time. I was like, Toba, and I was like doing it in my sleep.
Can't. I'm done with it now.
It was all over TikTok. Like every second reel was Toba 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 Toba, and I was like, get out.
Can't. Yeah, but that was good.
And last question. We ask all our guests this. I'm currently leading 3-1 in this debate. Or 3-0, wasn't it? 3-0. 3-0. So I'm from South India. Khushee's from North India. And as you know, there is a bit of a rivalry in terms of the food. So what would you rather, North Indian food or South Indian food? You have to pick one to eat.
Oh my god, I love South Indian food, but then I also love my Punjabi food. It's hard.
Let's say there's 2 restaurants, 5-star restaurants next to each other. You have to go into one. You can't go into the other. What's it gonna be? North Indian one or the South Indian one?
You know it's a North Indian one.
I mean, I'm not gonna do any convincing. I just know.
Well, you know what? The thing is that I do love South Indian food. Unfortunately,
Oh.
4-0 now. That's 4-0. 4-0 to me. Thank you very much.
because I feel like North Indian is pretty similar to Pakistani, and I'm Pakistani.
It is, yeah.
So you know,
It is.
I kind of crave that South
like
Indian.
the chicken curry, the
Yeah.
biryani, and
biryani, chicken karais, tikka
I
masalas.
love
and
me
all
a
that stuff.
good chicken kadhai, like digging into that chicken with your naan.
Oof.
Yum. Oh, yummo. With like a
Chicken.
nice onion salad.
Yes, you have to have an onion
You
salad.
can't. You're
Really.
not a real one if you're not having an onion salad, especially with chaat masala on it.
Ooh. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yum.
I know what you're talking about, but I'm just. I think the results speak for themselves. 4-0 now. That is 4 guests.
Whatever.
All 4 of
What
them
is the
saying-
most North Indian food that you've had?
Oh, tough question.
Wow.
Can't even think about it.
No, because
Wow.
because
Bro.
I've been to parts of North India and they've had like crazy good North Indian food, but like basics like butter chicken, like but it's
Yeah, well-
it's like different gravy, like
Anything
he-
but butter chicken.
Yeah, that's like people think that's all North Indian.
no, but you know what I mean. Like it's like so good that I just like thinking about it now. It's just
Yeah, nah.
I'll have to get back to you on
3
that one.
hours later.
I'll have to get back to you on that
I'm gonna
one.
put that in the edit. 3 hours later.
Yeah, I'll have to get back to you on that one.
Nah, it's all good. Thank you so
That
much
wraps it
for
up.
being
Thank
here,
you.
Kashif.
Oh, thank you,
Really
guys.
appreciate it. We really love chatting with you. And please do check out his podcast, Under the Brown Rainbow, and support. Thank you. Thanks so much.